The richest women in the world, from nothing to success. Over centuries, women have fought to have a voice in a predominantly male-dominated world. Looking back at how far women have come, it's glad to know some of them are featured on the list of the world's wealthiest people. On the other hand, it's surprising that about 100 years ago, women were not even allowed to vote. In the U.S., the 19th Amendment was ratified in 1920. Up until that time in history, women couldn't cast a vote. The same thing applies in the UK. Women over 21 could only vote after the Equal Franchise Act of 1928 was enacted. About 100 years later, out of Forbes' 2,688 billionaires in 2022, 327 are women. This comprises self-made billionaires and heiresses of family fortunes. And so in this video, we're taking a look and honoring the richest women in the world who have come from nothing to success. Francoise Bettencourt Meyers. With an estimated net worth of $74.8 billion, Francoise Bettencourt Meyers sits on the #1 spot as the world's wealthiest woman. She has retained this spot for the second year running. The Bettencourts are not strangers to the world's wealthiest people list. However, Francoise Bettencourt Meyers is the granddaughter of the founder of beauty giant L'Oreal. The French billionaire became the heiress to the L'Oreal empire upon her mother's death, Liliane Bettencourt, in 2018. As her mother's only child, she got the 33% stake the family has in the company and the real estate. Alice Walton. Alice comes from one of the most popular and wealthiest families in America. She's the last child and only daughter of Walmart founder Sam Walton. Alice Walton topped the list as the wealthiest woman in the world in 2020, but was surpassed by Francoise Bettencourt Meyers. The American billionaire has an estimated net worth of $65.3 billion. Assuming her father split his stake in the company equally amongst his 4 children, Alice Walton is estimated to have received 13%. Although not actively involved in running the company, her fortune has been on the rise. This is largely due to the rising Walmart stock. Julia Koch. According to Forbes, the Koch family is the second richest in the United States of America. Julia Margaret Flesher Koch is the widow of one of Koch's sons, David Koch. Upon his death in 2019, Julia Koch inherited his stake in Koch Industries. At the time of his death, David Koch had a 42% stake in Koch Industries. Julia Koch and her children inherited all 42%, bringing her estimated net worth to $60 billion. With her stake, she sits on the board of Koch Industries. However, she's known to lead a quiet life. Mackenzie Scott. The American billionaire rose to the spotlight after her divorce from Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. She and Jeff Bezos were married before the couple moved to Seattle to start Amazon. As such, the couple's divorce left Scott with a 4% stake in the company. She's listed in Forbes' Wealthiest Woman in 2022 with an estimated net worth of $43.6 billion. She's also a prolific philanthropist and has donated $12.5 billion to more than 1,250 organizations in the space of 2 years. However, since most of her fortune is tied to the 4% stake in Amazon, her net worth fluctuates accordingly. In September 2020, she was named the world's wealthiest woman with a rise in Amazon's stock price. These days, she sits comfortably as the 3rd richest woman in America. Jacqueline Mars. The Mars family is a household name in America and some parts of the world. The family's company, Mars Incorporated, is the producer of some of the world's most popular candy and pet food. The company is the maker of popular M&Ms, Iams, and Pedigree. Jacqueline Mars is the billionaire heiress granddaughter of the company's founder, Frank C. Mars. While she sits as the 5th richest woman in the world, she's the 4th richest in America. She has an estimated net worth of $31.7 billion. Gina Rinehart. The Australian billionaire is a mining magnate and heiress of the Hancock prospecting fortune. Rinehart is the executive chairman of Hancock Prospecting, a privately owned mineral exploration and extraction company founded by her father, Lang Hancock. Unlike most heiresses on the list, Rinehart didn't inherit an enormous amount of money. On the contrary, she inherited the company's debts. As the only child of Lang Hancock, she took over the company when her father died in 1992. She inherited a bankrupt estate and was appointed executive chairman. However, Reinhardt turned a company with severe financial difficulties into the largest private company in Australia and one of the largest mining houses in the world. With a net worth of $30.2 billion, Gina Reinhardt is the richest person in Australia. Sometime in 2012, she was crowned the richest woman in the world when she surpassed Christy Walton. Miriam Adelson. Miriam Adelson is an Israeli-American physician and billionaire. She's not a popular name when it comes to world billionaires, but her net worth puts her comfortably on this list. She is the widow of Republican kingmaker and casino magnate Sheldon Adelson. Miriam now owns her late husband's nearly 50% stake in Las Vegas Sands following his death in early 2021. 2 months after Adelson died, the company agreed to sell its marquee assets in Las Vegas, including the Venetian Resort and the Sands Expo and Convention Center, for $6.25 billion in an effort to focus on the Asia market. Miriam Adelson is worth an estimated $27.5 billion, and a large chunk of her fortune is gotten from the casino business. Susanne Klatten. Susanne Hannah Ursula Klatten is a German billionaire heiress, the daughter of Herbert and Johanna Quandt. Klatten is the richest woman in Germany with an estimated $24.3 billion net worth. Her source of wealth is from her stake in BMW and pharmaceutical investments. Susanne Klatten owns about 19% of German automaker BMW, which she inherited from her mother, Johanna Quandt, and her father, Herbert Quandt. Her father was a popular industrialist credited with rescuing BMW from bankruptcy in 1959. Klatten also owns the chemicals company Altana. On her father's death, she inherited his 50.1% stake in pharmaceutical and chemicals manufacturer Altana. She sits on Altana's supervisory board and helped transform it into a world-class corporation. Altana is listed in the German DAX list of 30 top companies. Iris Fontbona. The Chilean billionaire is not only the richest woman in Chile, but also sits in the #1 spot as the richest person in the country. She's also ranked as the 3rd richest person in all of Latin America. Fontbona has got it all: money, fame, and influence. Iris Fontbona's source of wealth is mining, with an estimated net worth of $22.8 billion. Fontbona is the widow of Chilean magnate Andrónico Luksic, who died of cancer in 2005 after building a fortune in mining and beverages. She and her family own copper mines in Chile through Antofagasta plc, which trades on the London Stock Exchange. They also own a majority stake in Quinyenco, a publicly traded Chilean conglomerate that does business in banking, beer, and manufacturing. Abigail Johnson. Abigail Johnson has been CEO of Fidelity Investments since 2014 after taking over for her father, Ned Johnson III, who died in March. She owns an estimated 24.5% stake in the firm, which has $4.2 trillion in managed assets, and was founded by her grandfather in 1946. The American billionaire has a net worth of $21.2 billion and is ranked the 10th richest woman in the world. Now, although the top 10 wealthiest women on the planet seem to be heiresses or got their fortunes from divorce and inheritance, there are still self-made female billionaires on the list of the world's wealthiest people. Diane Hendricks sits on the top spot as the wealthiest self-made female billionaire in the world. Who's Diane Hendricks, and how did she make her fortune? Diane Hendricks chairs ABC Supply, one of America's largest wholesale distributors of roofing, siding, and windows. Hendricks co-founded the business with her late husband Ken in Beloit, Wisconsin in 1982. She's run it since his death in 2007. She led ABC to make the 2 biggest acquisitions in its history, buying rival Bradco in 2010 and building materials distributor L&W Supply in 2016. The company has nearly 800 branch locations and nearly $15 billion in 2021 revenues. The self-made American billionaire has a net worth of $12.2 billion, as reported by Forbes. As more women get involved in business, there's a possibility that they'll rise to the top of the world's wealthiest people list. Do you think a woman can overthrow Elon Musk in the nearest future? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. Also, if you found this video informative and entertaining, please share it with your friends. And kindly give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring videos. See you in the next video.